Hey guys, welcome back to TRG. It's Sydney, and I have an exciting review for you today. Today we're checking out the Stepper Plus. This is a new home stair stepper that just hit the market, and it's already being called the Peloton of stair steppers. What's it all about, and is it worth the hype? Let's find out. So diving into the overall build quality of the stepper, I have to say that I'm impressed. Stair steppers are one of my favorite pieces of fitness equipment, and I've used plenty in public gyms. The stepper is made for home use. The stepper will actually void the warranty if you use it outside of a home environment. And even though it's made for home use, it still feels pretty similar to commercial grade stair steppers when you're using it. It is more compact, so it can work better in more homes, and it's cheaper than commercial stair steppers. At the time of filming this, it's $44.99, but make sure to check the link in the description because prices sometimes change. Its dimensions are 50 inches long, 29 inches wide, and 82 inches tall. And as far as floor space, it really takes up less room than a treadmill and a rower. It's a tall machine though, so Stepper claims that it can be used in homes with 8-foot tall ceilings. So we did some measuring, and we found that the height of the upper step when you're using it is around 2 feet high, so we recommend adding 2 feet to your height to determine the appropriate ceiling height for you to use the stepper in your home. People up to 6 feet tall or so should be able to use the stepper with an 8-foot tall ceiling. Our tallest reviewer, Matt, is 6'5", and he needs a higher ceiling than 8 feet to have enough head clearance. And our studio has 9-foot tall ceilings that just work better for him. Stepper also claims that users from 4'11" up to 7'2" can use the stepper. So I'm 5'1", and I can use it comfortably, and so can Matt. So this height range seems to be pretty accurate. It can also handle people up to 375 pounds, which is a great weight limit for most fitness equipment. And the stepper weighs 286 pounds, so it's heavy. We recommend having a designated space for it, but it can be moved when needed, although we don't recommend moving it often. There are removable transport handles that screw in below the bottom step, so you can tip it up to engage the front wheels, and with its tall and heavy size, just use caution when moving it. It's definitely not very easy to move. And some people might need help moving it because of its weight, or you might not be able to move it at all, like me right now since I'm pretty pregnant. And the stepper has a welded steel frame. So the frame supports the base under the stairs, and then the 2 steel uprights extend up, and then the steel handles are fixed to those. And then in the front, this upright extends up to hold the touchscreen in place. We didn't experience any shaking of the handles or the frame or this large 27-inch touchscreen. So I'm telling you guys, this thing feels like a tank. And the handles are slim enough for me to wrap my hands around, and then they're easy to hang onto when you need extra balance. So the stepper features a stadium step design. So the shorter steps when you're walking up and down bleachers in a stadium. The stepper's stairs are that height, which is 5.2 inches high. A standard stair step height is around 7 inches in comparison. So I will say the height of the steps on the stepper can take some getting used to since it's a little bit shorter than standard steps. Sometimes I have to kind of peek down at my feet just to watch my step, but you get used to it. And this step height is also a little bit lower than commercial stair steppers, so if you're used to using one at your local gym, you just might find that the stepper just feels a little bit different when you first hop on it. The height of the step doesn't mean that it's not effective though. Trust me, your glutes and hamstrings will be burning probably within a few minutes. And the stepper is definitely challenging. So it offers 25 different speed level settings, so you can adjust the pace as you go with the adjustment buttons on the console. And the higher speed ranges are pretty quick. Matt and I will hop on the stepper later in this video so you can see it in action. And the stairs are textured so they don't feel slippery, and they work with athletic shoes. They're 8.7 inches deep and 15.7 inches wide. And this floating design that Stepper refers to it as gives you a bit more room to place your feet just a little bit more comfortably on each step. So I can place my entire foot on each step, and Matt's heels hang off just a little bit off the back, but his balance and his stride aren't inhibited at all. And the stairs rotate with this 3-step design. So we've found that you can settle into using the first and second step or the second and third step, depending on where you're most comfortable. And most commercial stair climbers have 4-step designs. So the stepper could have another step, but then I don't think it would be as compact as it is. And I think the 3 steps with the stadium step height make the stepper more suitable for home use and able to work better in more homes. And it just feels plenty safe and stable and challenging with this design. The stepper does make some noise while you're using it. You can hear the steps moving. I would keep this in mind if noise is an issue for your home. The noise isn't excessive at all though. I actually find it to be helpful when I'm using the stepper, so I can pay better attention to the speed of the steps in order to keep my pace. And the stairs move on a chain drive system, so the stepper will need to be maintained occasionally. The chain comes pre-greased, but will probably need to be greased after a lot of use, and the chain could need tightening over time, but the manual goes over how to tighten the chain. And something that I wasn't expecting with the stepper are these added anchor points. They're just these small steel welded loops that you can tie or clip resistance bands to them for training off the stair climber, which is pretty cool. And Stepper has done a good job at implementing safety features. There are 2 emergency stop buttons. So there's one that's right in front of you, this red button, when you're using the stepper, and the other is just under the right handle. And when you hit one of these buttons, the stairs stop. There's also the stop button up on the left handle, but these stop buttons, the emergency stop buttons, stop the stairs just a little bit quicker. I actually like using the front emergency stop button when I'm done using the stepper. And there's also a sensor at the bottom of the back step. So this senses when you step off the machine. So if you were to either intentionally step off or accidentally step off the back while the stairs are in motion, the steps will stop. And this is helpful in case maybe a small child or a pet were to try to climb up onto the stepper while the stairs are in motion and while you're using it. So really with any fitness equipment, it's best to just keep children and animals clear of any type, just for safety. And you also need to be on the steps for the stairs to start moving. And with the emergency stop buttons, you can lock the stairs so they don't start until you're ready to use it. And Stepper includes a 10-year warranty for the frame, 2-year warranty for parts, and 1-year warranty for labor. And with its size, Stepper requires having at least 2 people for curbside delivery. Stepper does offer a white glove delivery and installation at an additional price, which is definitely worth it, especially if you aren't able to move it or assemble it with someone else. The console has this large 27-inch touchscreen. It's easy to see and reach. It's also really adjustable. So it tilts up and down and it pivots to either side. The screen is a little sensitive, so when I'm trying to scroll, sometimes I accidentally select a class when I'm just trying to scroll through the content library. The stepper overall is easy to adjust and easy to use. The pause and stop buttons are on the front left handle and the speed buttons are on the right, so they're both definitely convenient to use. The speakers are clear and you can adjust the volume on the screen or on the top 2 with the top 2 buttons on the side of the screen. There isn't a fan, so you'll need to plug in your own. It does have a small device rack, so you can place your phone just under the screen, and it has a textured back, so this helps keep your device in place. And other than that, the rest of the functionality is built into the touchscreen. Currently, at least at the time of filming this, Stepper is including their all access membership for free. So everything that you see on the screen here and everything I'm going to talk about is included with the Stepper. And then Stepper also has updates coming, which they've listed on their website, so more content is going to be available in the future. I have a full written review of the Stepper at treadmillreviewguru.com, where I'll be adding the new updates once they're available, so you can check out more to learn more there. And right now there are studio workout videos available to take. There are workouts on and off the Stepper. So you have the trainer-led workouts. So these workouts are led by instructors. They're nice, but I would like to see music integrated into them in the future. Again, with all the software updates that Stepper has coming, I'm sure they'll be fine-tuning the content in the future. These classes are helpful if you want some guidance, and they're nice to have for free. If Stepper were to charge a subscription fee to access the content in the future, I'd like to see the studio classes improved a bit though. And then there are also outdoor workouts. So you have these down here, and these feature a hiker just as he hikes up various trails. They're not structured like formal workouts, so he isn't telling you where your intensity level should be at like the indoor studio classes. So right now the workouts and videos available are these free step guided workout videos that they call them. And then there's the studio classes, which you have HIIT workouts, steady step, just strength, and stretch and mobility. And the last two class types you can take off the Stepper, so you can get more well-rounded training. And Stepper also includes streaming apps, which is really nice. So you have these up here to choose from. There's Spotify, Netflix, and YouTube. And so you can just log into your account for each of those and start streaming. Disney Plus, Hulu, and Prime Video all say that they're coming soon. So, and then there's more apps that Stepper plans on adding in the future. And I think that the screen content right now could use some updates and use some improvements, but it sounds like Stepper is already on it for making those updates. So I'm excited to see the changes that they make in the future. So here I am on the Stepper from 1 up to 25 on those speed settings. All right, here's Matt on the Stepper from levels 1 up to 25. Thanks for watching our review of the new Stepper Plus. Overall, this stair stepper is well constructed. It has this large 27-inch touchscreen that comes with training content and streaming from apps like Netflix and Spotify. And although this is a large machine, it takes up a fairly small amount of floor space, and it can be used in 8-foot tall ceilings for people up to 6 feet tall. And there are 25 levels of speed settings, so you can vary your intensity. And these anchor points that are added let you attach resistance bands for training off the stair stepper. And Stepper has done a good job implementing safety features and auto sensors to make this machine comfortable and safe to use in your home. And it is a heavy and durable machine that we recommend keeping in a designated space, but it can be moved when needed. White glove delivery and installation are available at an additional price, which we definitely recommend. Some things to keep in mind is that it makes some noise when you're using it, but I actually find this to be pretty helpful to be able to hear the steps so I can keep a better pace and keep my balance, since the stadium steps can take some getting used to. And the All Access membership is currently free, but the training content isn't quite to the same level as other training platforms, but Stepr has plans for upgrades in the future that we're excited to see. And if you want to learn more, make sure to head over to treadmillreviewguru.com. I have a full written review there. And you can check the current price by clicking the link in the description of this video. This is our affiliate link, and purchasing through here helps us out at no extra cost to you, so we can keep making reviews like this. And if you find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. We test all kinds of fitness equipment so you can make informed buying decisions. Thanks again. I'm Sydney at TRG. I'll see you next time.